Hello everyone, welcome to Raid Shadow Legends. This is Demos, and we are going to be going over the Legendary Bannerlords champions, talking about their skills, what I think they should be changed to, if at all. One thing to note about Legendaries, in my opinion, is the Legendaries should not be the entirety of your team. If you're at that point in the game where you have almost every single character, you have a very good roster, you're max end game, then fine. Otherwise, legendaries, in my opinion, are for those specific areas of the game where they help speed your dungeon runs. They help you 2 or 3 key clan boss. They help you get into gold 4 platinum arena. When 2.2 comes out, there's 2 champions that are they need adjustments, and that's Rotos and Siphi. They're just too good. They can be in any place in the game, any content. You can have them as a campaign farmer. You can have them in every dungeon. I mean, even though Rotos is magic, you can still throw him in the Fire Knights, which is force, and he'll do just fine. Siphi, she's void, so she doesn't care. But anywhere in the game, they're just too good. So I do agree that they need adjustments. We'll get to that when I get to the undeads. I might do them next. I'm not 100% certain. But Bannerlords. So Bannerlords are kind of interesting where they're legendaries. They have a couple really good ones, but other than that, they're just really meh. Lord Champfort here, he's an HP based, very nice HP. His attack and defense are pretty even, speed's fine. Decreased defense, a 45% chance though. You have epics, even some rares that do it at 100%, and it's on all enemies. Just a quick look. One of my favorite champs, Tyrell, love him. You can book this up to 100% chance. Decreased defense. All enemies. And he's an epic. So, bare minimum, this needs to be 100%. Once booked, you can increase the damage. I would say a 10 and a 15 or a 10 and a 10. And then do a 10 and 15% chance. Right there. Have this as a base 75. Book it up to 100. It's good that it's based off HP, so that means it's going to hit hard, but it needs to be a better chance. Decrease accuracy, decrease attack. Okay, another thing you can do is you can make this decrease defense and make this decrease accuracy. Both 100%. There you go. Again, you have epics that do the same thing. Better. I like the passive. It's interesting. It's unique. It'd be nice if he had some kind of provoke on him, or a champion that could put provoke on him, so that way they can attack him, because he's basically buffing himself. This would work if you have him in a counter affinity and you want him to be the tank. So huge HP buff, but only in dungeons. I would make this all battle 40%. All battle 40%. Cythalia. I've been seeing her in the arena lately. She has a 60% chance of placing HP burn. Make it a 75. Make it a 75. I mean, it's good support ability. You have block debuff and a heal on one ally, and then heals everyone else. It fills their turn meter. 2 turn cooldown. Yeah, I mean that's pretty solid. Get this up to 100% chance, removing all buff, then decreasing their turn meter and increasing 3 turn cooldown. extra thing here. I really don't know. Like in the arena, yeah, if they got a Sea Thief, they got a Duchess, then I could see them possibly getting to 5. I would change this to 4. Change this to 4. You really aren't going to be seeing in dungeons a lot of that, so this isn't really as good. But in the arena, I would change this to 4. She's definitely an arena-based champion. Huge speed, really good defense, okay HP. Yeah, she's solid. Cillian the Lucky. He was a fusion, and he's not so lucky. He has good speed, crappy HP. He needs more HP. He just needs it. You need to give him another 2,000. Really good crit damage. I mean, I'd probably just up this to 65 since you have some champions that have 60. So an extra 3%. His A1. You can get this up to a 50% chance of doing a decreased speed. Also has, if these 3 go make this a 50 as well, great. If not, do it. Of stealing a turn meter, definitely a spider champion right here. Really good. If you don't have a 100% nuke and you have more of a HP burn, this is where his A1 comes in. Can get this up to 100% block cooldown. It's okay. I really only see this being used in the arena. I mean, it can kind of help going through trash mobs on dungeons, but since it's only one enemy, I really don't see a point to this skill at all. I would just get rid of it, honestly. Just get rid of it. Or just completely rework it to something more along decreased speed. 100% chance, placing stun. I don't know why you have this. I would say if it doesn't place the stun, you steal 50% of the turn meter. Have it at a 50% chance. If it doesn't stun, you still turn meter. And then if they're killed, cool. Good, great, wonderful. This is really interesting. I do like it. Because it's just, hey, I'm going to give this. I would change for 1 turn just because, you know, if turn 1 he gets an increase in attack and a strengthen, then turn 2 he gets an increased attack and a bulk damage. The increased attack's already on there. Yeah, it ups it another turn, but it's mostly wasted. Increase attack in all battles, 25%. Make it 30. You know, there's plenty of other legendary champions that have, you know, 30, 33%. Just make it 30. Black Knight. Really nice speed, HP. Yeah, not too bad stat-wise. Maybe a little bit more defense, but with his HP is high, no. 75% chance of putting Provoke, A1. Yeah, that's pretty solid. 2 turn, you basically have this up all the time, but I'm not a big fan of this. So, like, he does heal himself, which is nice, and he gives him more defense, but you're basically counting on him almost dying, and he's an HP champ. If he was a nuker, then this wouldn't be as bad. I would just have it attacks all enemies, and, you know, does maybe provoke, you know, 50% chance to provoke, or a chance to extend his increased defense, something like that. And this passive does go nice with his A3, but again, if you're going to, like, you're kind of mismatching here. You want him to be attacked so he gets low, but you also want him to protect. And then you're trying to turn him into a nuke as well. So I would either make him a nuke or make him a support, not both. Miniana. Silly speed, like silly good. Really good HP, solid attack and defense. You know, that she's just like, her core stats there are just beautiful. Continuous heal, 181, lowest HP. That's fine, she's a support. Automatically 10,000 health on a 3-turn cooldown. Get rid of this. Like, yes, it's good in the arena, but it's already pretty big. I'd just get rid of that. That's just my personal opinion. Otherwise, it's not that big of a deal. A 4-turn cooldown heals all of them by 40% of their HP. I would change it to her HP. I would just place block debuffs for 1 turn. Get rid of this. 1 turn. Shield off of her HP. There you go. This is only really effective if she has her beast with her. I think it's pretty cool passive. Come on now. Up this. I mean, yes, she already has ridiculous speed, so, but that needs to be higher. Logan, or Lugan rather. It's cool A1. I don't have any problems with it. Because this goes to 3 turns, I'm fine with the 4 turn. Can get this up to 100%. Yeah, he's solid. He's really solid. The only thing maybe is his aura, but that's debatable. He has really good speed. Yeah, I wouldn't really change. Septimus. I have Septimus, and his A1, or no, his passive rather. I would not change anything. His A1, great damage. His A2, great damage. His aura, up to a 25. His passive is what I would change. So each attack has a 30% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs by the target by 1 turn. Damage inflicted by each attack increases by 30% if the enemy's current HP is over 50%. He's great in Clan Boss. He's amazing in Clan Boss. He's also really good in Spider. However, if we take a look at, what is Vizier? I think he's Dark and Old. Yes. So, Vizier, he attacks an enemy 3 times, and each hit has a 35%, which you can book up to a 50. Come on. I get to attack once and I have a 30? No. This needs to be up. This needs to be, I would say 50% chance, if not maybe even a 75. Yes, in a counterattack team, or if you give them counterattack masteries, that's nearly a guarantee of increase in debuffs. But if you have Vizier, it's worse. So, oh, why'd I do that? Rishtov the Bold, his speed's a little low compared to the other legendaries. And his attack could mean another 50 wouldn't hurt. Again, up his crit damage a little bit. Decrease max HP. I'm not the biggest fan of this, just because I really don't see too much use on it, and it's not that useful on bosses, but it does help go through trash. You decrease their HP, and then you have your nuke come in, and they don't have to do as much damage to kill them. So it is useful. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. On all enemies. That's really good on a 3-turn cooldown. Very nice. You can argue that it doesn't need to be on all enemies, but yeah. This right here, I can see why his poisons become important, but then I would, instead of the decrease HP, I would have it to where it puts on poisons. That's kind of his whole spiel. Give him poisons. Raglan, she's just good. Arena, she's just good. Dungeons, more so in Arena because of the 3 random allies. Again, very nice in a defense team or even a 3v3. And then a 2-turn revive. Amazing. Yeah, she's solid. I wouldn't really change anything with her. Her stats are solid. Baron, I don't think it should be if they're killed. Give it a percent chance. Make it 25%. Because this is just way too situational. You have to be very, very specific, and it needs a good amount of a surplus. I'm not a big fan of unlocking secret skills, but I can understand the appeal. I wouldn't really mess with this. Maybe increasing it a little bit, but that would have to be something you kind of have to see the probability on. Being a void legendary, not a lot of people are going to have them. Give him increased attack. Or no, I'm sorry. This is... Never mind. I was reading this wrong. No, that's great. 3-turn decreased defense. That's what he needs is an attack. Okay, so everything's kind of like building up to this. Yeah, he's a pure nuke, and he's set up that way. His speed could use a little work. Just a little. And that is the Legendaries for the Banner Lords. A little bit longer, but with Legendaries you generally have to kind of go into a little bit more detail on their abilities and such. So that is it for the Banner Lords. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you watched all 3, thank you. Please be sure to comment what you like, dislike, ways to improve. If you guys want me to go in order, I can, or if there's a specific faction you want me to take a look at next, let me know. This is Demos. I bid you all a good day.